Oh, it was a rare sight Sunday as the aurora borealis, or northern lights, lit up the night sky in some 30 states. A strong geomagnetic storm sending the incredible light display stretching from Washington to Maine and as far south as Alabama. With more on this dazzling phenomenon, I'm joined by astronomer and outreach coordinator at the Carnegie Observatories in Pasadena, Dr. Jeff Rich. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. A really fascinating topic and so gorgeous to see. Now, the northern lights we know are visible in places, though, right now that they typically aren't. Why is this happening?
Right, this is really spectacular. So there was a really massive geomagnetic storm. Essentially, the sun put out what's called a coronal mass ejection, which is like a big burp of plasma. And as that zoomed towards the Earth, we knew that there was going to be a geomagnetic storm that would cause aurora to extend further south than usual. And this one was, you know, really spectacular. The fact that we could see it all the way here in Southern California is really unique and unusual. Yeah, because Mount Wilson, the observatory, put out from their northern cam, it caught some of the images and they tweeted that video out, and just to look at it on loop, there it is. It's just, that alone is stunning to see. So is there another opportunity to catch the northern lights here in California, whether it's northern or Southern California? And if so, when would that be, Dr. Rich? California is tough, but not impossible. There is a space weather monitoring agency. NOAA does that, so you can watch for upcoming aurora. Your best bet is to head a little bit further north, like Northern California. And most of the year you can see aurora much further north in Canada or Alaska, but that's a bit of a hike.
Now, off camera, you're saying how rare this really is to get as far south as Southern California for us to be able to witness this. But then in terms of rarity, though, you talk about the fact that the sun goes through a cycle every 11 years. What is that all about?
So we know that the sun every 11 years goes through a maximum and a minimum and then back to a maximum. And during solar maximum, there's a lot more activity. There's a lot more opportunities for these coronal mass ejections. So we're much more likely to have an event like this in the upcoming years as we approach solar maximum in 2025 and for a couple of years after that. So it's actually a good time to be watching out for aurora until we head back into solar minimum several years later.
As an astronomer, I'm sure you've seen this for yourself in person. What was that like for you? Where were you when you first saw the northern lights?
I've only seen very faint aurora at an observatory. I was actually in the southern hemisphere, far enough south to see just really faint lines. I would love to go somewhere and see some of those gorgeous images that you're showing right now sometime in my life.
Can we get the Carnegie Observatories to get you on a plane to get you there so you can see it as soon as possible? You, of all people, need to see this.
I might send an email to my boss after this.
Okay, copy me. Well, we appreciate your time tonight, Dr. Jeff Rich with Carnegie Observatories in Pasadena. Thanks so much.